This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Victor Valley College wrestler Brandon Bollinger added another first to the Rams' season of unprecedented accomplishments. Brandon Bollinger is the first Rams wrestler to win a state championship. The VVC sophomore won the 149-pound title at the California Community College Athletic Association state championships. The former Sultana Sultan scored a 10-3 decision over his opponent to win the championship after pinning his opponent in the semifinals. Freshman Evan Roy was a finalist at state. The former Hesperia Scorpion placed second in state at 141. Evan Roy had earlier earned 3C2A All-American honors, becoming the latest Rams wrestler to be named All-American. The 2023 Rams wrestlers first entered the For the Record distinction when they won the first conference wrestling championship in Victor Valley College history. Coach Rocky Humphrey was named Conference Coach of the Year. A school record 6 Rams qualified for Southern California Regionals. The Victor Valley College Lady Rams staged a valiant fourth-quarter rally before falling victim to Antelope Valley in a huge upset defeat that snapped their 5-game winning streak. The highlights reel shows big plays down the stretch that enabled VVC to overcome an Antelope Valley 14-point lead in the second half. Ebony Blacksmith's steal and basket complete the comeback, putting VVC ahead 51-50 at the midway mark of the fourth quarter. Lexi Murphy playing big in the clutch. The assist to Tania Johnson, who scores amid 3 defenders, and it's 54-52 Lady Rams with 5 minutes left to play. Lexi Murphy sinks 2 free throws, and VVC leads 56-54 at the 4:24 mark. Ebony Blacksmith's basket gives her team a 58-54 lead with 2:45 to play. But Antelope Valley hits back-to-back 3-pointers, and the visitors escape with the 66-63 upset. Speaking of threes, Mariah Burley's tray at game's end is her second of the game, but the team hit on only 4 of 19 attempts from beyond the arc, a huge contributing factor to the team's inability to win their 6th in a row. Ebony Blacksmith had another exceptional night shooting. The team's leading scorer hit 12 of her 15 shots and finished with 25 points. She is shooting 74% from the field on the year. Mariah Burley was 2 for 4 from beyond the arc and 4 of 7 from the field overall. She finishes with 12, 2 above her season average. Caroline Ellison joined Ebony Blacksmith and Mariah Burley in double figures. She scored 10, but the rest of the team was 5 for 35 from the floor, with nobody else contributing significantly in the scoring column. Coach Troy Hall's ladies have plenty of time to regroup before attempting to start another winning streak. Their next game is Wednesday, December 20th, hosting Chaffee. This Victor Valley College Sports Report is presented by the Bradco Companies, Joseph W. Brady's Bradco Companies, the High Desert Mojave River Valley's longest-standing full-service commercial brokerage firm. Bradco, ardent supporters of the team's athletes and sports programs at Victor Valley College.
Congratulations on your first win.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road.
Go, 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 go!
Bid fast and last. Sold on supporting High Desert Sports. The Bradco Companies, supporting all the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Valu Quality Truck Body. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. Silverwood, the developers of the Silverwood Master Planned Community, support the teams, athletes, and sports programs of all our High Desert and Mojave River Valley schools. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, Conference and Convention Center for the High Desert. The Holiday Inn, supporting the teams, schools, and sports programs throughout the Victor Valley. Terry Kurtz here, inviting you to join us on Terry Kurtz Online, the half-hour report on High Desert and Mojave River Valley events and activities, entertainment, and history. It shows 3 times daily at 7:30 and 11:30 mornings and 4:30 in the afternoon, right here on Victor Valley TV, immediately following your High Desert Sports Report. It's the most informative and entertaining half-hour of High Desert television today. Looking back on this date in High Desert sports history, Brandon Porter leads the 2015 Oak Hills Bulldogs to the school's first CIF championship. The Victor Valley College Lady Rams cash in at the free throw line and overtake the Copper Mountain Fighting Cacti in their 2018 crossover tournament. We go back to 2013 for Victor Valley High School coach Matt Denny's preview of his Jackrabbits competing in the Serrano tournament.
We are in a developmental stage.
The Oak Hills Bulldogs, CIF champions. The first CIF football title for the Bulldogs and coach Robert Kistner, coming on a 40-21 upset of Serrano in a contest deemed the biggest football game in the history of the High Desert. After a low-scoring first half, it becomes a battle of lead changes in the third quarter before Oak Hills, led by junior quarterback Brandon Porter, seizes control and cruises to a crushing conquest of the favored Diamondbacks. The first half was dominated by Oak Hills, containing Sultan Sullivan for the greater part, deploying a ball-control, run-oriented offensive scheme, giving the home team, Bulldogs, a 13-7 halftime advantage. Serrano not to score until the final 15 seconds of the second quarter. 4 lead changes in the third quarter. The turning point. Oak Hills' goal line defense keeps Serrano out of the end zone after a first and goal at the 4, preserving the 27-21 fourth quarter lead. Brandon Porter, 9 for 9 passing, just under 300 yards total offense, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 touchdown pass, no interceptions. In the earlier loss to Serrano, 4 interceptions. What made the difference?
Just being relaxed, man. Last time we came out, we weren't relaxed at all. We had a lot of tension going on, but man, we just came out this time and we was relaxed, played the game we love.
Brandon Porter turns in his most electrifying run of the night, breaking a tackle, scrambling down the sidelines, stunning the Serrano defense with a 28-yard touchdown that ices the game, essentially, on an ice-cold night at the Dog Pound. With 5:05 left to play, it is Oak Hills 33, Serrano 21. The final touchdown of the ball game comes on the J.J. Lewis run of 7 yards. The final score, Oak Hills Bulldogs 40, Serrano Diamondbacks 21. Senior Jeremiah Lorick, a leader on the team that has beaten Serrano 2 of the last 3 meetings.
Man, we just came together, bro. We fought as hard as we could, and you know, this is the outcome.
Oak Hills Bulldogs, CIF champions. The Victor Valley College Lady Rams cash in at the free throw line and ride second and fourth quarter scoring spurts to defeat Copper Mountain in the Lady Rams crossover tournament. Megan Burt leads the parade of VBC sharpshooters from the free throw line.
Megan, how important are those free throws?
They're extremely important in a close game, especially. That's
Destiny Marin has the hot hand from the field. The former Serrano standout scores 11 points the first half. Heavens Bonner sparks her team with her first off the bench scoring bursts, applied in generous portions to both the first half and third quarter outbursts.
It's good to see you smile, Heavens. Are you having fun out there?
Yes, I'm having a lot of fun. I feel like my role is still just as important as the starters because me being the first off the bench, I have to, give that spark that we need.
When Heavens Bonner comes in and hits her first shot from the floor, it sparks a 10-1 Lady Rams run out of the first quarter into the second. Copper Mountain scores the last 4 points of the second quarter, and the visitors lead 31-27 at the half. Kendall Clark Davis for the first points of the second half. Heavens Bonner's first field goal of the second half pulls the teams even, 31-31. The Lady Rams have begun a run of 9 unanswered points to start the third quarter. Destiny Marin's first basket of the second half is a 3, and it is 34-31. A pair of Heavens Bonner's free throws, and the Lady Rams lead is 42-38. It takes a Heavens Bonner offensive rebound and putback to stop a Copper Mountain run. This basket puts VBC back up by 2, 45-43. Coach Troy Hall can finally relax in confidence as he sees his ladies knock down one free throw after another down the stretch. The final score, Victor Valley College Lady Rams 69, Copper Mountain College Fightin' Cacti 64.
Veteran coach Matt Denny opening the Victor Valley High School season, seeking silver linings among the clouds of uncertainty.
Coach, give us a preview, or is what to expect is that you don't know what to expect?
That's pretty much it right now. We are in a developmental stage, so we're hoping that we can develop quickly and get ourselves going, but right now we're kind of unexpected. Tonight will be a great test for us, just to kind of see where we're at.
One year after another, though, there are some things a Matt Denny team will do that you know they will do. What are some of the strengths you know that these guys will be working at?
Playing good, hard defense, moving the ball quickly, and being an attacking, aggressive team.
You will see the Jackrabbits move the ball around. 6'4" senior Dominic Hunt on the quick feed from sophomore Cameron Pyant. 6' sophomore Renault Griffin on the give and go, the pass from Khalil James, and Griffin with the reverse layup. Griffin on the assist from Khalil James. James, the 5'9" senior, pulls up and gets the bounce on the shooter's touch. 12 is Elijah Creighton. James, again, nearly the same shot, close to the same spot, this time nothing but net. Creighton, a 6' junior, with the assist. Six-foot junior Chris Smith, the offensive board and put back. Smith, this time driving into traffic, playing the clock. The left hand, good, and time expires in the third quarter of this tournament game. We had gotten our first look at the Victor Valley High School Jackrabbits in the opening round of Serrano's Diamondbacks Classic.
Sultana's Lady Sultans are off to their best start in recent years, a microcosm of that fast start, the way they begin this game against Rim of the World. Marisol Lopez, the drive to the basket, opens the scoring. Sultana breaks out to a 12-0 lead before the visiting Scots score. Tyrecia Sessions follows her shot and puts it back up and in, 4-0 Lady Sultans. Marisol Lopez repeats her successful drive to the basket, and it is 7-0, 2 minutes into the first of the 8-minute quarters of play. Katie Angelopoulos clears the defensive board and fires up court to Tyrecia Sessions, 9 unanswered points for the home team.
The 5'9" sophomore stays after it in the paint, scores and is fouled. Tyrecia Sessions scores 13 this game. She led her team in scoring with 18 in their previous win at Harupa Hills. When Tyrecia Sessions completes the three-point play, Sultana's lead is 12-0, 3 minutes into the ballgame. Tyrecia Sessions to Marisol Lopez, the bounce pass assist to Monique Gallardo. The 5'10" sophomore is coming off an 11 points scored game against Harupa Hills. Tyrecia Sessions' opponent plays off to stop her drive to the basket. Tyrecia Sessions punishes her with the three-point shot that puts Sultana back up by 12, 19-7, with a minute and a half to play in quarter number 1. 10 of Tyrecia Sessions' 13 points this game come in the first quarter. Katie Angelopoulos scores the first Lady Sultans field goal of the second quarter, making it a 23-13 lead. When the 5'4" junior hits both ends of this one-on-one opportunity at the free throw line, the score is 26-17. Katie Angelopoulos coming off a season-high 13 points in the win at Harupa Hills. The next pair of Lady Sultans points come when Katie Angelopoulos returns to the free throw line, 28-20. Those free throws close out the scoring in the first half. The Lady Sultans resume their drive to the basket attack to open the second half. The 5'8" senior, Lakin Conway, the first points of the third quarter. Lakin Conway shares high scorer honors this game with 14, coming off an 11-point game at Harupa Hills. Also scoring 14 this game, Marisol Lopez, the 5'5" senior floor general. When Marisol Lopez drills the outside shot, Lakin Conway the assist, the Lady Sultans lead is extended to 15 points, 37-22, approaching the midway mark of the third quarter. The lead is 17 on Tyrecia Sessions' basket in the paint, Sultana's biggest lead up to this point. Taylor Krogsgaard's drive shot puts the Lady Sultans up by 23 at the end of the third quarter, 49-26. A 21-point quarter for the home team. Marisol Lopez, another successful drive to the basket, 10 of her 14 points in the second half. The Lady Sultans' margin of victory at game's end, 22 points, the final 60-38. The win, the fourth in 5 games for second-year coach Jennifer Wiedemann and her Lady Sultans, the fourth win in succession, following a season-opening setback at Paraclete. Sultana is ranked 21st in CIF Division 4AA, same division as Barstow's Lady Aztecs, ranked 24th, Hesperia's Lady Scorpions, ranked 28th, and Atalanto's Lady Saints, ranked 40th. Looking back in High Desert and Mojave River Valley's sports history, Aramis Aldridge rushes for 4 touchdowns, and Brandon Porter throws a pair of scoring passes in Oak Hill's upset of top-ranked Palm Springs in the 2015 CIF playoffs. Silverado Hawks jump out to early lead over Buena in 2021 semifinals. All-State wide receiver Kyle Kettlinger leads the list of 8 Victor Valley College Rams named All-Conference in 2013. Coach Robert Kistner's Bulldogs unleashed. CIF quarterfinals at the Dog Pound at their best. Junior running back Aramis Aldridge rushes for 4 touchdowns, 228 yards. Junior quarterback Brandon Porter, a pair of highlight reel touchdown passes to senior Chris Navarrete. The Oak Hills Bulldogs add new meaning to pound, performing their version of shock and awe in upending, upsetting, stunning, and eliminating top-ranked and previously undefeated Palm Springs 43-15 in round 2 of the CIF playoffs. Palm Springs did not realize the Bulldogs were taking this game personal, an attempt at retribution after losing to the Indians by 4 points in last year's CIF semifinals. Robert Kistner and his staff put together a masterful game plan, defensively and offensively. For Oak Hills, a 6th consecutive victory after starting the year at 1-5.
The Bulldogs' quest for the CIF championship puts them on a collision course with Serrano, who had beaten Oak Hills to win the Mojave River League title. The Bulldogs and Diamondbacks, in fact, do play for the CIF championship. Be watching for the throwback to that High Desert game of the century on an upcoming Video Sports Flashback. Silverado did not come up short, but rather ran out of time in their efforts to advance to the CIF Division 8 finals. The Hawks entered the semifinals game against Buena, equipped with a well-designed offensive game plan and a fired-up defense against the number 4-seeded Pacific View League champion Bulldogs, who traveled over from Ventura. Coach Kieran Jones' Desert Sky League champions dominated the first half, shutting out Buena until the final moments of the second quarter and leading 20-8 at the half. The Hawks opened with a hurry-up offense, catching Buena off guard. Right tackle Javier Mendoza, 59. Right guard Anthony Lopez, 61. Center Malachi Lopez, 60. 54 is Donovan Scantlebury. 67, Julian Hernandez. They repeatedly clear the way for their running backs. It takes Silverado just 6 plays and a minute and a half to score on their opening possession. Dylan Pauling with the yards after catch from midfield to the 21. Dylan Pauling, 6 foot, 165-pound senior wide receiver. Next play, Frederick Hunter gets outside down the near sidelines and into the end zone, and it is 6-0 Silverado. Frederick Hunter, the Hawks' leading ground gainer on the year, he is 6'1", 160, a junior. 1,115 rushing yards and 15 touchdowns coming in. The Buena opening drive is sidetracked by the Anthony Lopez sack. Anthony Lopez is 5'10", 235, a junior two-way starter. Richard Reed leads the pack of tacklers, stacking Buena's ball carrier for no gain on this play. Richard Reed leads a quartet of Hawks linebackers Coach Kieran Jones believes to be Silverado's best linebacking unit ever. Richard Reed is 6 foot, 180, a junior, a team-high 13 tackles for a loss coming in. Alan Clark with the solo tackle. Alan Clark, 50, 5'11", 235, senior linebacker. Andrew Almos, 27, the solo tackle here. Andrew Almos is the Hawks tackles leader on the year, 93 tackles registered by the 6'2", 205-pound junior.
Andrew Almos.
8 is Jason Crawley, returning All-Desert Sky League linebacker. Jason Crawley is 6'1", 220, a senior. Ian Wilson's completion to Jason Crawley sets up Silverado's second touchdown. Ian Wilson scores from 4 yards out, and the Hawks lead 13-0. Ian Wilson's second touchdown comes on this electrifying scramble, evading a pair of pass rushers, slipping through an attempted arm tackle, barreling over a safety, and spinning into the end zone, standing up. Hawks' lead is extended to 20-0 with a minute and a half to go before the half. Buena executes a scoring drive, capped by a run from 9 yards out, and adds the 2-point conversion to cut Silverado's lead to 20-8 at halftime. I guess some analysts will say the first half belonged to Silverado, the second half belongs to Buena. The visitors do outscore the Hawks 22-6 the second half. The final, Buena 30, Silverado 26. It will be Buena, not the Hawks, facing Serrano in the Division 8 title game.
Local football's postseason is awards and recognition time, and the Victor Valley College Rams' successful team campaign lands 8 Rams on the American Mountain All-Conference team. Wide receiver Kyle Keplinger is a unanimous selection. Keplinger led the conference in touchdown receptions with 9 and reception yards per game. Keplinger's receptions came courtesy of the Air Nevada connection, his cousin, Tyler Dobbins, first-team All-Conference quarterback. Dobbins resurrected his gridiron career 3 years out of Henderson, Nevada's Basic High School. Dobbins completed 59% of his passes for 2,713 yards and 22 touchdowns. Rams offensive lineman Chuck Moulton, 57, who put in time at center and guard, another unanimous choice. Moulton flattened 61 opponents with pancake blocks. Fellow offensive lineman Fabian Leos, 50, at 6'2", 250, joins Moulton as a first-team selection. The 6'2", 290-pound Moulton, a sophomore, is a Sultana graduate. Silverado graduate and former University of Oregon linebacker Jimmy Musgrave heads up Rams defenders named First Team All-Conference. Musgrave led the conference in tackles with 16 of his 120 stops for a loss. Musgrave, who has been contacted by UTEP, registered 10.5 sacks. One-time Musgrave teammate at Silverado, cornerback Charles Taylor, is first-team All-Conference. CT had 3 INTs his freshman season. Place kicker Vinny Franzio converted his conference-leading 41 of 43 extra point attempts into all-conference recognition.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill, corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road in Victorville. Bid fast and last. World-class auctioneers. Valu Quality Truck Bodies. Joseph W. Brady's Bradco Companies. Iwanzak Law Firm. Trial lawyers for serious problems. Silverwood. The developers of the Silverwood Master Planned Community. We Got 'em Tees. Your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville Conference and Convention Center for the Victor Valley. Thank you for being with us on this week's edition of your High Desert Sports Report.